Welcome back, nail crew. Today I am going to use Gelike Polygel for the second time. I am going to give this polygel one more chance because you guys told me to give it another chance. So that's what I'm going to do. I was going to throw everything in the trash, but I said, you know what? I got some good advice. I'm going to take the advice. I'm going to try it again. If it does not work out, that's it. I'm done. If you did not watch my last videos, go ahead and watch episode 1, 2, and 3. This is episode 4. So if you watch them in order, it will all make sense. All right, here we go. Before this video even gets started, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share. You don't even have to wait till the end of the video. Go ahead and do it now. I appreciate it. Thank you in advance. All right, here we go. I'm nervous, guys, because y'all already know what happened to me the first time I tried to use this polygel. So I went into it with such high hopes, such high expectations, and I was disappointed beyond measure. So it's like, do I really want to waste my time doing it again with the same polygel? Should I just use a polygel that I know works for sure? I don't know. I was battling back and forth with whether I should use it again or not. But like I said, I do have 3 tubes and I did reach out to the company. So once they respond, I will let you guys know all about how that goes. For now, I'm going to give it a second chance because I did get some really good advice from you guys. And I just want to see if I change up my technique. Will that work? So my fingers are crossed. And I just pray that this does not, I just don't feel like I'm wasting my time. So, deep breath. I went ahead and based all my nails with the Gelike base coat. I cured that for 60 seconds. Here is the Gelike Polygel, the exact same tube that I used from before. And then I'm using my Macart polygel brush and picker. So one side is a brush, very soft bristle brush, and then the other side is kind of like a spatula. It's used for cutting off the polygel. So it's the same one that I've been using and I really like it. I would leave a link in the description box below as to where you can purchase it if you want one. I am going to use my Macart dual tips. I really like these dual tips. I have other ones too, and they're all pretty much the same, to be honest. And then I have my container filled with alcohol. Here are the dual forms that fit me. I do not size myself all the time. I size myself one time and I just keep reusing the same ones. Let me show you guys a close-up on one of these dual forms. This is a 0. I don't think anyone would use a size 0, except maybe for a toenail. Maybe you're doing a pedicure or something like that. If you're not familiar with dual forms, they are very similar to tips in the fact that they have a side that has a number on it and then the other side that does not. So as you can tell, there is a 0. This is a size 0. This is the larger side. That is the free edge or the tip. The side that does not have the number, that's the side that goes on your finger. You see? So it's going to just look just like that. So here is a size 3. Here's a true size for my thumb. You see how snug that fits? So from sidewall to sidewall, it is completely covered. You see that? That's how you want them to fit. And then you see that little space that there is between my nail and the dual form? You need that space. That's where the polygel or the acrylic is going to fit. If it's too tight, then there's no space for the product to go. And then it's going to squish out on the sides and you're not going to get a very good nail. You're not going to get a strong nail. You're not going to be able to build your apex. So just make sure it fits sidewall to sidewall and there's enough space for the product to go. All right, I'm nervous. Enough talking. I think I was doing all that talking because I really didn't want to get started, but whew, I don't know why I'm nervous, y'all. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm nervous. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to squeeze out some polygel. I got to laugh at myself. All right, so I don't have too much, but I feel like this is enough. I'm not going to do them as long as I did them before. All right, so I have it in the middle of the dual form. And look, I'm wiping off my brush. I'm not going to glob on the alcohol like I did before. I'm so nervous. So here we go, guys. All right. So I'm doing a patting motion, same technique I do all the time with polygel. And I'm just going to do a patting motion. So far, so good. I really like the consistency, but I've said that before. The consistency of this polygel is the best that I've tried thus far. I did say that in the previous video. I love it. It's not hard like the Model 1s. The Model 1 polygel is very, very firm. It's very thick. It's very hard to mold and manipulate. This stuff is really, really good. So, all right, so good. So far, so good. And it's not turning white. There is no milky white cast or anything like that. I'm going to do a little close-up so you guys can see. Oh my gosh. Is it working? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, let's put it on. Oh, snap, guys. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. All right, so as you can tell, I put it on. I squeezed out the air, but I didn't press too hard. Like, as you can tell, there is no seepage along the side. It looks really, really good. No whiteness, nothing. All right, so I am going to just, put a little bit of alcohol, and I'm just cleaning up the edges just in case. But there's really nothing that came out. I'm just cleaning it on the edges because I just, out of habit, really. And then you always want to go on the back side, flip the nail over and smooth it out. Now, in my previous video, I used clips, and I used a clip to hold the nail while I flipped it upside down. I don't even know where my clips are, guys. I cleaned up my nail room, and I think I cleaned it up too well because I don't even know where I put my clips. So those clips will make it in another video because I did have a subscriber comment and ask me about the clips. So I will do another video with those clips. I just got to find them first. All right, so after you put the dual form on your nail, you want to cure that for 10 seconds. Just a flash cure, and that is just so it doesn't slip and slide all over the place as you move on to the next nail, okay? So I did flash cure that for 10 seconds. And now I'm on to my next finger. It is just going so quick, guys. Like, I'm using a very, very minimal amount of alcohol. Also, I switched from 91% alcohol to 70% alcohol. That was also a tip that one of you guys gave me. So thank you so much. And look, it's so beautiful. It's just so I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. No white, milky residue, nothing. It looks so good. It's like perfect. Oh my God, guys. Thank you so much for your tips. And let me know how to fix, because I was ready to throw this away. Like, I have 3 containers of this crap, and they was all going to meet the garbage. Every last one of them. Boop, boop, boop. But I like it now. Like, I like it. Oh my God. Like, do y'all see? Oh, the color. Now I'm in love. Now I can tell y'all, like, the color is pretty. The consistency is pretty. The finish is pretty. Like, everything about it is pretty now because it's not giving me that white milky mess. So here I am just patting it into place. I didn't even have to put any more alcohol on my brush at this point. Just patting it into place. And it moves so well, guys. Like, it is so soft, but not too soft. I did have one polygel that was really, really soft. Like, what was the name of that one? Macart. Yeah, I used the Macart polygel. And that one was like I know a lot of people are going to, say something about that. But that wasn't my favorite polygel, to be honest, because it was like way too soft for me. But you know what? I'm going to give it a second chance, because if I'm giving this one a second chance, I should give the Macart a second chance as well. Like, it looked really good. It looked good. I'm not going to lie. But it was just so, so soft. This one has a really nice consistency. And if you can look how pretty that is. Oh. It looks so good, guys. Like, I'm so happy. All right, right now I'm just cleaning around the edges. Like I said before, it's really nothing to clean up. I'm just really doing that out of habit. I'm going to flash cure that for 10 seconds and then I'm going to move on to my next nail. So squeezing it out the tube, you know, I have a lot of air in the tube. I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of some of that air. I'll show you that at the end, but I do have a lot of air in the tube. So that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to push it up, but really that's not a big deal. Go ahead and pat it down. With this polygel, you want to pat it in place. You really don't want to brush it. So I'm just patting it in place. There are some polygels where you want to brush it because it's so thick that you want to pat and brush at the same time. And then there's other polygels like this where you just pat it and it pretty much goes where the brush tells it to go. So that is a very, very good thing about this polygel. Now I have nothing but good things to say about it. Now it's like the love of my life. So, all right, go ahead and put the dual form on your finger and then clean off the inside or the bottom side of the nail. That is so important, guys. Like, it's nothing like having a smooth top, but you also have to have a smooth bottom. And if you don't do it now, you're going to have to do a lot of finish filing at the end. So far, look at the 4 nails that I have done. They look amazing. Flash cure that finger and now moving on to the pinky. So here we go, the last one. I'm happy, guys. Like, I'm so happy that you guys watched my video and gave me advice on how to fix my mistakes and how to make this polygel work for me. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we made it to the last nail. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. Polygel in the dual form on the nail, clean up the edges and smooth out the underside. This set went by so quick. Like, seriously, I don't think I've ever done my nails like this quick, whether it been polygel or regular acrylic. I felt like this set went by super, super quick. And I'm here for it because hey, don't nobody got time to be wasting doing nails, okay? So far, they all look good. I cured them for a full 60 seconds this time. And then I'm pulling off the dual forms. Look how easy they just pop off. Like, oh, whoo, my heart, my heart. I love you. I love you. They came off so easy. Look, they are so pretty. Oh my God. All right. Oh my God. I love them. I went ahead and did the other hand off camera and went just as smoothly. No white milky cast, none of that. And I'm pulling off the dual forms. And then this one was a little bit hard to pull off. So what I like to do, if they don't come off, what you do is just skip it. Try to pull it off. If it's like stuck and it's not coming off, skip it, go to another nail and come back, because it could just mean that the nail and the dual form are still warm. Like, it just came out the lamp, it's still warm. And so you want to just give it a chance to cool off. So skip it, go to another nail like I just did, and then come back to it and it should pop off fairly easy. Just all you want to do is just give it a little bit of time to cool off. And I'm done. So this is how I get rid of some of that air. I puff the bottle up, right? And then I squeeze from the bottom all the way up. I'm just squeezing that air out. And I just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until I get some of the polygel. That means the air is out. Well, most of it anyway. And then I put the cap on while I have a little bit of that gel sticking out, and that's going to make sure that when I use it again, I'm not going to get all those air bubbles because those are kind of funky. Now, somebody asked me in a comment how I clean my dual forms. This is what I do. I take the ones that I've used, I put them in a little container and put some alcohol on it, and that's it. And then I grab let them sit there for a little bit, and then I grab a towel and I just wipe them out, and that's it. And I use the same ones over and over. I don't keep resizing. I don't just keep getting new ones. I just let them sit in some alcohol, wipe them out, put them to the side, and they're ready for my next set. All right, let's jump back into the nail tutorial portion. So once you take the dual forms off, your nail should have a very, very good shape. There should not be too much filing that you have to do other than touching up the edges and things like that. However, for me, I need to rough up the surface of the nail because I am going to apply a second layer. If you like your nails thin or you don't do a lot of work with your hands, you can just stop right here. You are done. However, for me, I'm in the gym a lot. I work with my hands a lot. I do a lot of things that's going to put stress on my nails. So I have to add a second layer. I say this all the time. You could add a second layer with polygel, which is what most people do. Or you can add a second layer with gel. You can add a second layer with acrylic. You could add a second layer using the dip method. There are so many different ways to apply a second layer to your polygel nails. That is totally up to you. I'm going to apply gel today because I'm really trying to get my gel technique down. Gel is very new to me and I just want to, just become comfortable with it. So I'm going to use gel as my second layer today. You'll see how I do that. I think I'm getting pretty good at it. You guys can let me know what you think. Right now, I'm just pushing back my cuticles. I really didn't get anything on my cuticles, but out of habit, I just like to make sure that my cuticles and my sidewalls are clean from any product. Then what I'm going to do, this is different. What I'm going to do is just buff the surface. If you remember in my last video, I went on top of my polygel nails with my e-file and it left a lot of scratches and I was oh my God, I was just pissed off. So instead of doing that again, I'm learning from my mistakes and I'm not going to go on top of the polygel with my e-file because obviously that was too coarse. What I'm going to do is just go on top of my nails with this buffing block. It'll give me the rough surface that I need for the gel to stick. But look, there is no scratches, right? It looks damn near perfect. And like I said, like if this is thick enough for you, do not apply the gel. Like you are good to go. From my lifestyle, I need a second layer. So you could stop here because they look amazing. But I'm going to do my gel. So stay tuned and watch how I do that. All right, so if you remember in my last videos, I've been using this Cosella hard gel. It was 5 in a container for $7.99 on Amazon or something like that. So it was very affordable. However, somebody asked me about this IBD gel. I've never used it, but I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and use it in this video and give my honest opinion on it. So far, I've heard only good things about this IBD, so I don't think that I'm going to be disappointed. It is my first time using it. As you can see, I have to pretty much pry the thing open. But we'll see. So far, I mean, it looks thick. It has no odor. I think I'll be pleasantly surprised with this. So I'm going to use this as like something to rest my hand on. Oh, the disrespect. But anyway, what I'm going to do with this gel is I'm going to use it to build an apex. So I'm going to apply a glob of it in the middle where the apex is. And then I'm just going to slightly brush it down to the tip. You don't need a lot at the tip. You don't want a thick tip. What you want to be thick is the apex. So I apply that glob there at the apex of the nail. And then I just brush it down very thin. I'll give you guys a close-up of this in a second. But you just want to smooth it out. It self-levels. You see how thin that is? Just a nice thin layer, but the bulk of the product is at the apex. You see that? And then what you're going to do is flash cure that for 10 seconds. So I got it in my lamp. I'm going to cure it for 10 seconds. And then we're going to apply a second layer. So with the second layer of gel, you're going to start closer to the cuticle line. Not at the cuticle. We're not putting any gel on the cuticle, but just a little bit closer to that cuticle line, right? Right underneath the stress point of the nail. And we're going to brush forward. You're not putting too much force or pressure on the brush. You're just smoothing it down over the nail. So at this point, you should still have a nice flush cuticle line. You should have a nice, well-built, well-defined apex. And the tip of the nail should not be too bulky. Once you get it just perfect, go ahead and cure this one for 30 seconds. So the first one you flash cured for 10 seconds, right? Just from the apex to the tip. Now the full nail has gel on it. We're going to cure that for 30 seconds. All right, pop that out the lamp and we're going to do the exact same thing to the middle finger. We're just going to apply from the apex to the tip and then from the base of the nail over the entire nail, okay? So just watch how I do that. It's so simple. It is so simple, guys. You could do this. It is a very easy way to build a second layer to your nail while saving your polygel, okay? So you see what I'm doing here? Just apply a big glob of it at the apex of the nail and smooth it down. Don't put too much pressure on the gel. Don't put too much pressure on your brush. Just smooth it down and tell it where to go. So very easy strokes. And the thing with gel, you really can't mess it up. If you don't like it, wipe it off and start over. You don't have to cure it. Make sure you cover, make sure you close your container, your gel container, before you cure. But look how thin that is still, right? We're going to flash cure that for 10 seconds. And then we're going to do our second coat. Okay, so start more towards the base of the nail. And then just bring it forward. So simple, right? So simple. I really love this method. And that's it. So easy. So easy. And it looks so pretty and it's so smooth. There's not a lot of filing to do after you're done with this. Make sure you close your container before you cure it. And this one is going to be a 30-second cure. Pop that out the lamp and move on to the next one. Like we're just moving right along. The set so far looks amazing. I am very happy with it. Thank you guys again for all your tips, helping me along with this polygel, because like I said, it was about to hit that garbage. Boop, boop, boop. All 3 containers. But now I would definitely recommend it as one of my favorite polygels. I still have more I have to demo. I still have more that I have to try out and everything like that. So once I'm done trying all of my polygels, I will give you guys a ranking as to which ones I like first, second, or third. But so far, this is definitely going to be like in my top 3. I could already feel it. All right, so let's talk about this gel. So the first few sets of gels that I've done has been with the Cosella, the one in the black container. And I told you guys I really did like that gel, and I still do. It was the first gel I've ever tried, so I had nothing to compare it to. The odor isn't too strong. It goes on, it's very creamy, it's very shiny. I have nothing bad to say about it. However, after using this IBD, I have something to compare it to now. And the difference is, I can say the Cosella is a lot thinner. I'm not calling it a thin gel, but compared to the IBD, the consistency is softer, it's thinner. So if you like a more softer, runnier gel, go with the Cosella. If you want something a little bit thicker, go with the IBD. So I'm on to my last pinky, my last finger on this hand. First layer, cured that for 10 seconds. Going in with my second and last layer. Going very well. Just smoothing it down. And for real, guys, like after I'm done with the set, like I will do my normal filing and all of that. But seriously, if you were in a pinch and you didn't have time, like literally put some cuticle oil on and go. Like look how shiny they are. And they are so smooth. They are so smooth already. Like you really don't have to do much to it. But my OCD self, you already know my extra behind. I'm going to be in there with the e-file and everything. So, all right, pop all the nails out of the lamp. And I'm just wiping them down with some alcohol. They are so freaking pretty. Like I love everything about it. I love this color. I love the consistency. I love how my nails turned out. Like they are perfect. I love them. I'm so happy. All right, here I am going in with my e-file. Like I said before, the nails were smooth. Like you really did not have to do this step, but y'all, this is my me time. This is like, you know, some people drink wine, some people smoke weed. Like for me, this is my wine and my weed. Like I just sit down, I just turn on some Netflix, and I do my nails. Like Netflix and nails. That's how I roll. Like this is just my meditation time. So look how smooth that is. I'm trying to get a little bit closer for you guys. Like it's so smooth. There's not any scratches. Remember my last set? It was so scratchy. I was just like ready to freaking scream. But there's not a lot of scratches here, so amen for that. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead. I filed all of my nails on my left hand. Now I'm going in and filing my right hand. And then what you guys see me doing here, I'm trying to just go in one direction with the file. Like some people have an E file and they're going left, right, left, right, left, right. Don't do that, because when you put the polish on, you'll be able to tell the scratches in the direction of the file. So you want it to go in one direction, okay? So once you're done filing all your nails, then you just go on with this soft buffing block. Just buffing all my nails. They were already smooth, but can never be too smooth. So I'm going in and smoothing them out some more.
How's Morgan feeling?
Just so relaxing to watch me file. Like, I like to watch myself file, and it's just so relaxing. I got a problem. Anyway, once your nails are all nice and buffed and smooth and you're happy with what they look like, grab yourself that same makeup sponge with the alcohol on it. You do not have to reapply alcohol because these makeup sponges hold onto alcohol very well. Wipe off all that dust and then apply some cuticle oil. I did make this cuticle oil, guys, and I will make a video on how I made it. Actually, I might just make a big batch and throw it in on one of my giveaways. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do a cuticle oil giveaway at some point. But anyway, I am done with my nails. They look amazing. Tell me, guys, what you think. The cuticle area is nice and flush. The nails are not too thick and bulky. I didn't even apply clear polish. Like, there's no polish on this. This is straight cuticle oil, and they still look amazing. Oh my gosh. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you love this set or what? They are so pretty. I cannot wait to polish and decorate and just add bling. Like, oh my god, wait for my next set, guys. I am gonna bling these nails out. I freaking love them. Thank you so much for your comments and your support. Love you guys. See you in the next video.